Well, let's play with a couple of the demos. Right. So for those of you who work with me long enough will realize sometimes I hear something and I get something stuck in my head. And one of my coworkers was working on a project about graph databases, and there was a Meghan Trainor song, if you remember that, all about that base a while ago. And all of a sudden, a really bad parody all about that graph DB popped into my head. And so when I was testing some of these new models, I realized we had a song, so we can create some video. So I've been playing with two models lately, VO3 and Kling 2.0. So by the way, this is when I talk about, like, I use ChatGPT for stupid things, because I do most of my real work on local large language models, asking it to write parody songs. This is all ChatGPT's work. Again, this is all one prompt, right? I said, write a song about graph DBs, up in parody of Meghan Trainor is all about that base. That's how we get to the song. I used Udio to do the audio, and then was using a combination of VO3, because I was still learning this one, and another tool, FreePick, to do the lip syncing. And that's how we got that one. Kling is another tool that I use, and that has built-in lip syncing. And you're going to see that Kling actually has, let's go start that one over again.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't into rows and views, but I can model it like I'm supposed to do, because I got them nodes to connect and them edges too. All the devs dropping scale, but they ain't got a clue.
You can do some pretty fun stuff. And as I started to play with VO3 a little bit more, what I learned was that it actually has the ability, this is what sort of surprised me, it has the ability to actually prompt text and audio in the video itself. So this is an initial, let's go start that again.
TDD, gotta write the test first, then you write the code, make sure it doesn't burst.
That's actually pretty impressive the way it lip syncs already from that. So I've got to work to figure out how to use that. We'll figure that out. But when I take the VO3 model plus the song I created in Udio.
Fearlessly safe with your guards. Confidence, even when requirements get hard. Ship to production with a swagger that's
pretty impressive what it's creating. And if I do the same thing in Kling,
ship to production with
restart that one.
The swagger that's factor fearlessly safe with your guards.
It's not as energetic a performance, but the lip sync is a little better.
Ship to production with a swagger that's breather for you.
And then the last one I created, so that was one that I created because another friend had asked me about a hip hop song, Down with TDD, Test-Driven Development, is a parody of Are You Down with OPP? So if you're familiar with the original song, you can see it varies a little bit, but it does pretty good.
Web crashes and the hardware blows. They've got a pitch deck and a fancy screen wheel. But as soon as I show up, everything says no, I pretend.
So that was just a little fun you can have. But those models have come so far from where they were even 6 months ago, much less a year ago.